Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. Okay. For those of you who haven't sold the toothpaste yet, let me give you the foundation of our business, right? Last month, our group sold roughly around 22,000 pieces of toothpaste, which created about 2.3, 2.4 million in retail profit for those people selling, right? How's it feel, Jiselle? Sarap, ano? To sell toothpaste. And if you watched the live training, in the SME community, you saw that in her first month, Miriam sold 300 pieces on her first month. So she made about 30,000 pesos retail profit. So what we're doing is we're teaching people how to earn from home. Now considering the average income in the Philippines for most people, well, what's the average salary in the country? 20, about 22,000. For people starting, for people starting, it's roughly about 12. There's the baby! Hi. Hi.
Superstar.
Superstar. That's our #1 seller.
Yeah.
Cute. Okay. For starting salary in the country, we're looking at maybe 12, 15,000. Once people have worked for a few years, we're looking at maybe 20, 25, right? Who in the Philippines makes 40,000 a month? What level? Managerial? Managerial? How long does it take to get to 40,000 a month? 5 years? Juice color. My gosh. Okay. We're getting to those incomes with toothpaste. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how to sell the toothpaste. This is what we call our mahiwagang picture, magic picture. Why is it magic? Because it creates money. All you have to do is post this on your wall, watermark, hidden watermark, and you will make money. So we post this picture on our wall with the mahiwagang caption, the magic caption, okay? I'm very impressed. This is my friend's result after using this non-peroxide stain removing toothpaste, perfect for coffee drinkers, smokers, and red wine drinkers. Okay? I'm about to order a batch for my friends. Do you want me to include the tube for you? Send me a PM or comment below. That picture, that comment on your wall, okay? And then people will order. The member's price is 268 pesos. The retail price is 380. What is the difference? What is 380 minus 268? 112. Very good. Very good. So now you can compute your commission. So all you have to do is like sell 5 a day, you make over 500 bucks. Then 500 times 30 is what? 15,000. Okay, so just by set. Now when we post this on our wall, you're going to get some questions, no? Now when you get a comment, reply with "I will PM you." We don't want to answer people on our walls, because what you want to do is not put the answer so that other people will ask, so that you create conversation. Okay, so that there's engagement. So you can answer them in Facebook Messenger. And the most common questions are, how much is it? How big is the tube? And how long does it last? Okay, and with that, my common answer is 380, 110 grams lasts 6 to 8 weeks. When they say, can I get the product details? We send this picture. Okay. Top 3 main benefits, and the fact that it's FDA approved. Right? Oh, and yeah, that's it. So, compensation plan, sell 30, earn 3,000, right? Teach 30 people to sell 30 tubes and you earn 25,000 a month. That is the foundation of our whole business. That's it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. No, but that's it. That's the whole business. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you to the different levels, right? From selling 1 tube. Where does it say Saturday training? Okay. Now, there are only 3 skills that you need in order to do well in our business. Number 1 is how to sell the products. Okay. Number 2, how to recruit people to sell the products. Number 3, understanding the compensation plan. Today, we will cover how to recruit and how to explain the compensation plan or understanding the compensation plan. The basic part on how to sell the toothpaste is what I just showed earlier. Okay, so this is the level up training. There you go. Let's talk about levels in life first. Make pop quiz. Let's talk about levels in life, okay? We only get to live life once. I'm very lucky that I have reached 49, okay? Yeah, 49. That's also my waistline. Yeah, no, I have reached 49. And one very interesting thing that I realized is you're only 20 once. You're only 30 once. You're only in your 40s once, right? We only live life once. Huh? I have a friend, she's breaking up from her husband, right? And then she asked me a question. I mean, she said something very striking. Like, she's my age now, 49, 50. And she said, Rob, how many good years do we have left? Okay, about 20. I don't want to spend it miserable with somebody I don't love, right? Okay, I don't care about your marriage, but all of a sudden I'm thinking 20 years left. Okay, but if you're taking age lock, how many years do we have left? 100. That's the point of taking age lock. You live longer, but then you realize that life is short. Life is short, and most of us live life in fear. And we choose the level that we want to live in life. Let's talk about the first level in life. Majority of the country that earn 15 to 25,000. Okay? If you're earning 15 to 25,000, and majority live this life, right? What kind of life do you live? Can you choose a good school for your kids? No. Do you have a lot of money at the end of the month? No. Can you buy a nice car? No. Do you have to ride public transportation, which is very difficult? Yes. I have a friend who vented on Facebook. So funny. Single mom, you know, good family. She said, who loves to live in the Philippines with all the problems, all the traffic, all the this, nag-rant. And then I said, I love it in the Philippines. Okay? And then she put there, sure, it's easy for someone who's rich to love the Philippines. And you know what? She's right. So, choose to be rich. Right? It's easy when you are rich. But also, if you have to deal with the traffic every day, is it fun to live in the Philippines if you're going through the traffic every day? No. So, choose to work from home. Right? We cannot change the situation. But he's so famous. Okay. We cannot change the situation of the country, but we can change our situation in the country. So yes, it's very nice to live in the Philippines when you are rich. It's very nice to live in the Philippines when you work from home. Last night, did it rain where you are? Did it rain?
Yes.
Okay. Did it rain? It was where I was. It was raining really hard. Now, the minute it rains, what's the first thing you think of? Traffic. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Now, if I were in work, and then I saw that rain, I'd be so scared. Will I get home tonight? Okay. Will I get home tonight? But since I was at home, working from home, what I thought was, I feel sorry for everyone that's going to get caught in it, right? I'm not able. But we choose the life. Okay. We choose how we want to live this life. Now, 15 to 25,000, it's a tough life. Okay? The thing is, most people that are here, they say, our needs are simple. Correct? Simple lang kami. Right? But you know what? Even if your needs are simple, you still, I mean, okay, what's more simple? I want my son to go to a good college, I have no money, so I have to go to a college that I can afford rather than a college I want. Or, my son wants to go to a good college, I can afford any. Diba? Parang the ability to make decisions based on what you want is more simple. So people here, they say, simple lang kami, but it's just really an excuse to live that kind of life. What's the next level? Manager, 25 to 50,000. How many Filipinos live at this level? A bit more? If you're making 25 to 50,000, how's your life? A bit better? Can you own a home? No, well maybe. Camela, Pag-ibig funds, no? Pag-ibig, you own a 2.5 million peso house. It's far, it's difficult. What's life like at this level? A little better, but is it good? No. No, it's not so good. So what's the next level? 50 to 100,000. 100,000 is nice. How many Filipinos earn 100,000 a month? Why are you laughing? Why? Seriously? A lot, right? What? No? It's so funny. When I used to ask people, what's your dream income? They would say it and then they would laugh like this. What's your dream income? 100,000 a month. They would laugh like that. Like, first of all, it's so, I'm laughing because it's really nice, but then I'll cry because I'll never get it. Okay? But 100,000 would change your life, no? For most Filipinos. Okay, but this is still not a good life. This is an okay life, but can you buy a house with 100,000 a month? No, you could rent. You could rent. You could rent. You could rent pretty well. Over here, maybe you're renting with others, right? You're renting with others. What's a better life? 100,000 to 250,000. Good? Okay, at 250,000, I would say life is pretty good in the country already. Life is pretty good in the country. Not at 100,000, maybe at 250. Okay? I want you guys to think about 250,000. Okay. What kind of life are you living now? It's nice, huh? But okay, first of all, you could probably afford a nice home. You can have good education for your children. Okay? You could drive a nice car. Okay? But can you travel around the world? No. Stay in nice hotels? No. No. Can you buy really expensive cars? Like, Wigo or... I like the Wigo. I like the Wigo. Can you buy really expensive cars? No. No, but life is, it's nice. It's nice. What's the next level? 250,000 to 500,000. Is life good here? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Here maybe you can afford maybe club membership, right? Like that. But you know what's really good? 500,000 to 1 million. This is really good, right? So I want you guys to decide what level of life do you want to live. Okay? Because again, we only get to live life one time. And then you choose where, here, you want to live. Now, how do you get to each of these levels? I will explain to you now. Level number 1, reseller. This is the foundation of our business. And majority of the people in your business will be resellers. Well, what's a reseller? Okay? They get the products of New Skin, you promote it. It can be on social or it can be off social. It can be face-to-face or it can be online. But you sign up for free. The one thing I like about New Skin is that we have no barriers. You need a tax income number, but that's because you pay taxes. You really have to do that. And you have to be 21 and over. If you're not 21, you could, don't sign up, but you could sell. You could still make money. But if I were 16 years old, what I would have done is I would have signed up my parent and done the business anyway. So my son's looking at college now, right? But I was telling, if I could just live my life over again, I wouldn't have gone to college. I would have done New Skin from the time I graduated high school, right? Because for me, college, what's the point? Really, what's the point? And the common knowledge now really is education is not as important as it used to be because professions are changing. What is more important than an education? I'll let you guys answer this. What's more important than an education? Your network. There are people who are not very bright who have like 10,000, 100,000 Instagram followers and they're making so much money. Okay? More important than education is your network. How big a network do you have? Right? Okay, for some of you that might be shocking to learn, but this is the world that we live in. Okay, Beyonce gets $1 million per tweet. One tweet, $1 million. Okay? We have a resort in Boracay and we pay bloggers and they make a lot of money. And what do they get paid to do? They get paid to take a free vacation and take pictures in our resort. But would I pay anybody that kind of money? No. We pay the ones with tens of thousands of followers, right? So building your network is what's important in today's world. It may change, but for right now, that's it. Anyway, sign up for free, sell the products. Now in selling the products, you earn a retail profit. No tax on the retail profit, okay? So you just buy at wholesale and then you sell at retail. We have more than the toothpaste. We have the toothpaste, we have the deodorant, we have so many products. You choose what you want to buy. And here, if you're doing this, you could be a student earning, or you could be someone who's working and you're making increased income, or you could be a full-time employee and you increase your income by 1,000 to 15,000. I've seen some people make 20, 25,000 in retail profit. But here, you're really built to, it's just selling, 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 selling. And no quota, no limits, except your time, okay? Your time is really the #1 limit here. So this would put you in the first level in life. We have a little additional income. Now, if you are a reseller, then you could probably teach other people to be resellers, no? Do you have friends that could use an additional 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 a month? Most of us do, because most of us are actually in the first or second year in life. So what we do is we start to build a team. Okay? Start to build a team. This is where you start recruiting other resellers. And what do? You teach them to sign up for free, promote the products, and earn the retail profit. Free money. Okay, free money. So we're just giving people the ability to earn free money. And we also sign them up for free. They're now on your level 1. Okay? How do you compute commissions? So, okay, in order for us to get paid commissions, you have to have 100 points PSV, personal sales volume on your ID. One tube of toothpaste is 3.4 points. Okay, so you need roughly 30 tubes of toothpaste on your ID every month in order to get paid commissions on your level 1. How much commissions do you get? 5%. Guys, I'm going to ask you to bring out your calculators because I'll be making you calculate commissions. Okay? Angel. We. Okay. I'm going to show you the formula. So I'll calculate and write this down, right? So let's say you have 10 people that you've recruited, 10 people that you've recruited, or 20 people that you've recruited. And each one has sold 30 tubes of toothpaste, okay? So let's multiply that. This is just an example. Very fast, slow down. Okay. So let's get the points, right? So if you have 20 people times 30, multiply that. 20 times 30 is how much? Yeah, 600 tubes of toothpaste. Each tube of toothpaste is 3.4 points. So 600 times 3.4 equals? Okay, times 50. That's our conversion to pesos. Times 50. Times 0.05. That is your gross commission. Now we take out tax times 0.9 is how much? 4,590. So Newskin will pay you a check of 4,590. Alright? By building a team just on level 1. Now if you don't have 100 points on your ID, you will not get paid the commission. It's okay. Okay? It's really up to you. Right? So, let's say you're making 10,000 pesos. You sell 100 tubes every month, right? And then you have a team, you make an additional 5,000. For your home, you now have 15,000 pesos extra every month, which is, again, equal to a lot of full-time salaries. Is that good money? Majority of your team, guys, if you're leaders, majority of your team will be resellers and people who are just starting to build a team. People who are getting paid on level 1. Now this is also very good for those who don't want the pressure of being an executive. But you're resigning yourself to living that level 1 type of lifestyle. Right? I gotta ask you guys, who wants to live a lifestyle of 50 to 100?
Even more.
Alright, who wants to live 100 to 250? A bit more. Okay. Let's stick with that first. Okay? So over here, aside from your retail profit, you make an additional maybe 2,000 to 10,000. Has anyone gotten a check bigger than 10,000 for your level 1? Not yet. No? It's a good average. Okay. Where does the big money come in? When you become an executive. Okay. I'll teach you guys how this goes. How do you become an executive? You build a team of resellers. You have a lot of people who are just selling or are starting to build a team. Okay. Now, we always need 100 points on our ID in order to get commissions. Okay. Now, if you qualify to be an executive, I'll go through that next, but once you're an executive, we have this other thing called GSV, Group Sales Volume. Okay, I know it says GBL like that. So group sales volume, if your group sales is 2,000 points, okay, calculators out please, you get 9%. First of all, how do we get 2,000 points? Okay, 2,000 divided by 3.4. We're going to do a lot of calculating.
588.
588. Okay, so that's 588 toothpaste. Okay, divided by, let's say each person sells 30. 588 divided by 30.
19 or 20.
So let's say 20 people. So 20 people selling 30 tubes a month, right? For those of you who have sold, how easy is it to sell 30 tubes a month? It's pretty easy, right? It's pretty easy. Okay, so you get paid 9%. Let's add it up. Okay, so let's go. Let's go by 600. Okay, 600 times 50. Wait, you want erase. 600 pieces. 600 pieces times 3.4. Okay, 600 pieces times 3.4 is how much?
2040.
Okay, so 2040. Now let's convert it to pesos times 50.
102,000.
Times 0.09. 9% times
9,180.
Okay, times 0.9, take out the tax.
8,260.
That's your paycheck from the company. Okay, an additional 9,000 simply by selling 30 tubes and teaching 20 people to sell 30 tubes. Okay. So this is the minimum requirement as an executive. So you make retail profit plus the 5% on your front line plus 9%. So you'll average about maybe commission check from the company, you're looking at maybe 12,000 pesos plus your retail profit. Okay. So if you have an additional 15, 16, 17,000 pesos every month, what will that do for you? Groceries, bills, and during summer, aircon. Aircon, pay the bill. You know, pay the bill, enjoy it, turn on the aircon. The level that we really like to talk about though is 3,000. Okay? Okay, I'll let you guys calculate this now. 3,000 divided by 3.4. Okay, 3,000 divided by 3.4. Right, let's round it off to 900. Okay, 900 tubes. How do you sell 900 tubes every month? So 900 divided by 30 is?
30.
30. Okay, that's why my formula is 30 people selling 30 tubes. Okay? And that's really the formula you want to keep in your brain. Now, okay, so let's say 900 times 3.4. Let's calculate your commissions. What did I say? 900 times 50. But now, your commission jumps to 15%. It's a big jump. Times 0.15 times 0.9.
20,655.
Only? Talaga? Again.
3,060 times 50.
900 times 3.4
3,060.
times 50
153,000.
times 0.15.
22,950.
I had 22,000 and then less the tax, about 20,000.
20,655.
Okay.
Tama.
Okay, and then if you add the 5% on the front line, then you make about 22 to 25,000 a month. Okay, plus your retail profit, maybe you're making about 30,000. Actually, this is okay enough for most Filipinos, right? But there are some of us. Did you see Via kanina? Via said, Via Miranda posted, I hit my dream GSV. right? Do you know what her GSV is today? 10,000. Okay, selling toothpaste. Okay, let's play a game. I like calculating. 10,000 divided by 3.4.
2,941.
Seriously? Alright, so she sold about that many toothpaste. But actually in VS Group, it's also other products already. The toothpaste and Dio, and they're waiting for the baobab, right? Okay, so let's just go by this. 10,000 times 50 times 0.17.
85,000.
Son of a gun.
76,500.
How much?
76,500.
As a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
As a stay-at-home mom. Holy moly. As a stay-at-home mom. Can I say that again? As a stay-at-home mom. Okay, not including her retail profit. Wow. Her life is leveling up. Okay, her life is leveling up. Now we go all the way to the next level, 15,000, 25,000, and 50,000. Anything above 50,000 is 20%. Okay. I was talking with Hazel Calvert this morning. You guys all know Hazel Calvert, right? She was saying what she tells her group, she wants all of them to be at 10,000. Okay, about 8 to 10,000. Instead of 3,000, she wants all of her team at about here, 10,000 circle group volume. Right? Okay. So, this is the level where you're at 50 to, anywhere from 30 to 100,000. Okay. This is the formula if you want to write it down. Points times 50 times the percentage, depending on where you fall here. Times 0.9 equals your commissions. Okay. And you get to go to the star camp. Okay. What is the star camp? Pattaya. Pattaya? Free trip to Thailand. Who qualified for Pattaya? One. Okay, Miriam, Vicky. Let's clap for Vicky. Free trip. Okay, a lot qualified for Pattaya, all by selling toothpaste. Okay, what is the next level? Creating other executives. Okay, the next level that you need to learn how to calculate is, how to qualify to an executive. This is how to do it. Personal volume, 100 points. Sell 30 tubes every month. Okay. Group volume, accumulate 6,000 points. You can do this in 1 month, or you can do it over 6 months. The way I recommend is, do it in 3 months. How do you do that? Month number 1, have 10 resellers. Month number 2, have the 10, making money, add 10 more, so you'll have 20. Month number 3, add 10 more, you'll have 30. And then you can keep adding as you grow. Now, when you have your first 1,000 points, when you have your first 10 resellers, selling 30 tubes, this is where you LOI. LOI stands for letter of intent. This is where you tell Nu Skin, hey Nu Skin, I intend to be an executive. Okay? Even if you have the volume, but you do not put in your letter of intent, Nu Skin will not start your qualifying process. So you could do this online, or you could fill up a piece of paper at the walk-in center. Now, who counts who? Again, this is a bit more advanced, Michiko. Now, for those of you who are qualifying already, if you're an LOI, you can count the volume of another LOI and distributors. Okay? If you are a qualifying executive, so after you LOI the next month, you're called a qualifying executive. You can count the volume of LOIs, and you can count the volumes of distributors, but you cannot count the volume of another Q executive. Okay? If you're an executive, for your 2,000 points and up, you can count the volume of QXX, LOIs, and distributors, but you cannot count the volume of other executives. Okay? Now, if you're an executive and you create one frontline executive, so you maintain your 3,000 points, and then your frontline executive maintains 3,000 points. Again, you have to maintain your 100 points PB. Okay. Maybe here, at this point, you're not selling toothpaste anymore, because you've sold a lot of toothpaste. This is where you start to mix it up. You can sell the Dio, the Lufra. You look at all the products at different points. The best sellers are the BFF. When you go to the New Skin website, you'll see there the link of BFF. Okay? Best finds forever. These are the top selling social products. You will find the Lufra, Tea Green, Soul Solution, Baobab. You look at all of those products, those are the best sellers. Okay, here's the formula now. If your circle volume, your team volume, is 2,000 points, right? Then you get paid 9% on your circle volume, and on your frontline volume, let's say I'm an executive, Joanne's an executive. Whatever volume Joanne has, you calculate 2.5%.
Wait.
Yeah. It's still free money. It's good money. It's good money. Right? Now this is why the company wants us to maintain 3,000 points. And why we recommend 3,000 points. Because instead of you getting paid 9%, you now get paid 15%. And on your front line, instead of 2.5%, it jumps to 10%. Okay? So I want you guys to calculate. Okay? Calculate this. Calculation. 3,000 times 50 times 0.1 equals, that's the gross, right? 15,000. So let's say you have 3,000 points. Let's average it out to 25,000 pesos. You're making 25. If you have one frontline executive, you make 15,000 from that person. So 25 plus 15, 40,000 is a really good paycheck to be making from home, right? Now, the question is, how do we maintain 3,000 points? Okay, that's the question. We always talk about the executive position and the executive business. What is an executive business? What's an executive position? An executive position means you qualified through the executive qualification and you now have the title. Okay? So you are now allowed to get paid on your entire organization. What is the executive business? The executive business is what's creating the volume. Customers and resellers. Okay? The executive business is what is under you that is creating the volume that you will get paid on. So how do we maintain our executive business? You personally have a lot of customers and have an organization of social sellers taking care of their customers. Again, in your organization, 90% of the people in your business will be customers and social sellers, right? Only 10% will be builders, roughly. So, if all you did was create a small team of social sellers, each making money, and teach one person to create a team of social sellers making money, and by the way, we do all of this from home, you will be earning a paycheck of 40,000. Okay? Now that's one. Let's say you have 4. And let's say 5. I like 5. Okay, teach 5 people to develop a team. Okay? Calculate. 5 times 15,000 plus 25,000. That's it. That's all you gotta do to make the dream income of most Filipinos. Right? That's all you gotta do to make the dream income of most Filipinos. Miriam is, when you have 5, you're called a Ruby executive. When you have 4 or 5, you're called a Ruby executive. Miriam is now a Ruby executive. Almost. Malapit na. Or did you qualify na? With Resi? One more, almost. Okay. Ruby. And you become a star. Okay. So if you have 4 frontline executives, New Skin will call you a star. And all the bonuses are here. Here you make about 40 to 100,000. And if you maintain your position, you qualify for a free trip to Australia. Yeah. Qualified then? I keep asking, I should ask that before. But a lot of us are already going to Australia. This is fun. We just came back from Dubai. Dubai was a lot of fun. Okay. The last level, okay, is if you are an executive with executives on the 2nd level and deeper. Okay? This is where the big money is. So maintain 100 points. Okay? If you are an executive that maintains 2,000 points, again, You will get paid 9% on your team and 2.5 on all of the executives under you. Right? So what we want is 3,000 points. And now, instead of 10% on your front line, it becomes 5% if you get paid 5% on the whole organization. Okay? Now, new skin will always compete. What's bigger? 10% on your front line or 5%, 5%, 5%. Wherever your paycheck is bigger, that's where new skin will pay you. This is what they call the wealth maximizer. You're very lucky. Do you know, Michiko, do you remember 1998? Was our qualification process, I'm trying to remember, was our qualification process 2000, 2000, 253?
2000 to 53.
Can you imagine?
Japan.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. So 2, 2, 5. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
3 months.
Yeah.
With 500 people.
What was ours before?
Yeah, 2,000 to 3,000. 5 active lines, 100 points each.
Yeah.
And PV of 500.
500. That's when we started.
And Robert, if you do not, you cannot raise the word raise, diba? You cannot stop. You do
pause.
it again.
Yeah. And like I remember my first month, I did whatever volume. My second month, I had like 11,000 points. Right. The next month, you know, I had to do the volume still. You know, you guys are so lucky now. It's flexible.
And
Anyway.
it's only 100.
So here, this is in this level, when you have second level, first, second, and beyond, then the paycheck goes from 100,000 to 1 million and above. I'll give you a very simple formula, okay? Very, very simple formula. Every executive under you that maintains 3,000 points is worth 7,500, okay? So, how many of you want to earn $1 million a month?
10,000.
Okay, I want you to divide this, right? Divide. 1 million minus 25,000 pesos. Okay?
Minus 95.
Divided by 7,500. Kailan?
130.
All you need is 130 executives to live the life
1 minute,
that will, just this incredible life.
What's the 25,000?
Your circle volume.
Alright, yeah.
Okay, so you take out the 25 from your circle. Okay, forget the circle volume. That's your spending money. Okay, 1 million divided by 75.
75,000.
No, 1 million divided by 7,500.
133.
130.
Okay. Okay. Now from the time that Riel's not here, no? Riel's not here. The people, just to give you a general idea, the people who started social media last January, okay, they're averaging maybe 30, 40 executives at this point. And it's exponential growth is kicking in. And they will have 100 executives within, let's say, a year. So within 1 year, their paycheck will be roughly $1 million a month. Okay? Nice. But anyway, it's not for everybody. Not for everybody. But here's the diagram which shows, no? So if you're, these are the titles, no? I mean, you could have all executives on level 1. This is level 1. But we give you positions. If you have one frontline executive, you're called a gold executive. Okay? If you have 2 frontline executives to 3, 2 to 3, you're called a lapis. Now, this allows you to get paid on level 2. Right? If you have 4 to 5, you're called a ruby. This allows you to get paid on level 3 of executives, 3 levels of executives. If you have 6, you're called an emerald. If you have 8, you're called a diamond. And if you have 12, you're called a blue diamond, up to 6 levels. Okay. So this is the part of the compensation plan you want to understand. But for now, my recommendation is just worry about building your team and getting to executive. Right? And then once you're an executive, worry about level 1. Because there's enough money at level 1. Ready? Ready? Okay. I was harassed, I didn't have time to prepare your intro. Answer me this first. Okay, now we're not going to teach so much about selling, we're going to talk about recruiting. But this is recruiting in cold market. And here started the business in July of what year?
Last year.
What year is last year?
2016.
2016. July. And you became executive in?
November.
Wow, November 1. So July, August, September. 5 months. 5 months. Okay, your first executive paycheck was?
26,000.
Your next was?
30.
And then? The higher it is, the quieter she gets. Okay. Yeah, well, it's just friends here. And then? Something. And then? $1. Okay. Can you imagine? And so, how many months have you been in the business now? July. 8 months. 8 months. Now, your bid title is Lapis. But your income level is Emerald. Can you imagine? Wow. Teach us how to do it. See the clock? Half an hour? Just keep looking, maybe half an hour. Alright, so now let's all welcome Anne, Riel, Carino, Lapis Executive to teach us how to read.
Good morning. Okay, so I started July. When I started, I only have 900 Facebook friends. So that's why it takes time kasi to build your network, right? Hindi naman kahit add ka ng add every day, biglang 5,000 na agad yun, di ba? So, yun. So, when I started, and coach explained to me everything that was explained kanina, my goal was to get resellers agad at the same time while getting sales. So, what I did was message all of my friends on Facebook and offer them the, syempre, ano pa lang ako ng distributor. So what I offered first was the product. So, binentahan ko muna sila. And then, when they said na medyo namahalan, di ba usually yan yung reply sa atin? Parang medyo mahal, 380 pesos, tapos shipping fee pa. So, pag yun yung reply sa akin, what I asked them is, do you want to make 100 pesos na lang per 2 days? If you could invite all your friends, ibigay ko sa'yo ng 280 pesos na lang. So, that's what I did. I messaged everyone, the 900 friends that I had, and then, after messaging everyone, that's when I went to cold market. So before you do this, make sure na lahat ng nasa friends list nyo, na-message nyo na and na-invite nyo na business. Kasi you never know kung sino yung kailangan ng extra money. Yun. So, to prepare, make sure your profile is ready before you start recruiting. So yun yung laging sinasabi sa atin ni Coach for those na medyo pumupunta every training. So, put your best profile picture, and then no negative posts, and then if you are already an executive, ito yung mga sa executive na, more on lifestyle posts na tayo. Yung mga products natin, let's keep it sa VIP. Or sometimes I do product posts kapag mga once a week, ganun. Just to tell my friends that I'm still selling. Yun. Pero I concentrate more on building my team now. So, yun. Lifestyle posts mostly, if you're a full-time mom like me, syempre yung spending time with your children, kasi not everyone has that privilege, di ba? Not everyone can spend the whole day with their kid and still earn at home, di ba? So, yun yung lifestyle post. And then, make your own recruiting ad. So this one, don't make it complicated. Okay? So, hindi naman lahat marunong gumawa ng graphics, mag-edit. Mag-selfie lang kayo with your kid if you're a full-time mom. Or if you're treating yourself to Starbucks kasi nakabenta ka ng toothpaste, selfie lang. So, ito yung patas ng toothpaste. Yun, I get to treat myself in Starbucks. So, yun yung recruiting ad. And then, I will show a picture, a sample of my recruiting ad. So, should be specific of what you are targeting. If you are targeting full-time moms, your picture should be for full-time moms. If you are targeting those who are working full-time, your picture should be for part-time. Those who needs extra income wants to work part-time during their work or kung nagkukumbing sila. And then caption should be short and simple. Short and simple. Make them curious of what you are offering so that they will ask. And then join Facebook groups. Find groups with 100,000 to 200,000 members. Usually, these are work-at-home groups, mommy groups, tapos eto, buy and sell groups near your area or near walk-in centers. Okay, so why near walk-in centers? So you are targeting here resellers and distributors. So we have 6 walk-in centers: Pampanga, Iloilo, Cebu, Makati, Ortigas, Alabang. So those are the groups that you should be looking for. Kasi syempre, aside from kung nasaan ka located, so I'm located in Caloocan. So 7 different areas, yun yung mga hinahanap ko. Let's say, buy and sell in Caloocan area or buy and sell in Pampanga. Yun, so para accessible sa kanila. Kasi when they ask you na, how will I get the product? So I ask them, where are you located? Kasi para where are you located at saka if you have a team number. Kasi para masabi ko kung mag-walk-in center ba sila or direct sila sa akin. Yan. So this is the sample of my ads. We are looking for social media sellers. Join our growing team for free and earn well on Facebook. Send me a message and we'll help you get started. So this is my son, si Sander. So yun lang. Simple lang to. Selfie lang, tapos you can use Typorama or Pixar. Text lang yung inad ko. Yan. So this one is earn on Facebook, no fees. Just your cell phone and internet connection. This one, I was targeting yung mga may work din, may full-time work. So, yan. So how do you join groups? So go to groups and then dun sa discover. Yan.
Wow.
So as of now, I have 300 Facebook groups.
Holy moly.
So it takes time ha. So you just have to join. Kapag nafe-feel nyo na wala na masyadong nagre-reply dun sa post nyo,
Yeah.
go to discover again and then join new
Other
groups. So this is an example. So work from home opportunities. It's 218,000 members. Yun. So why are we looking for groups with a lot of members? Because we want mas maganda kasi mas mabilis silang mag-react dun sa post natin. So kasi di ba limited yung time natin. So gusto natin mabilis na makakuha ng mga resellers at makapag-build na team. So click join. And then go to the, so there are some groups that you need to be approved by the admin. And then there are some na once na mag-join ka, ano ka na agad, member ka na agad. So go to the group and then click, yan. Start ka na mag-post. Ay, ito na pala. So nag-post ako, yun, yung kanina na caption natin, and then yung picture. And then this was my the reply. This is in an hour lang. Yan. So, dami nag-reply. Paano? How? Yan. So,
Do not reply to all that.
yun. So, kailangan, remember guys, before you start posting, please make sure that you are prepared with your profile.
Yes.
Kasi once you post sa groups, una nilang titignan dyan is your profile wall. Mukha bang katiwa-tiwala to tao?
Right.
Look at your wall and check if kung kayo mismo pagkakatiwalaan niyo yung sarili niyo. Diba? Kasi that's why we want also na unahin niyo yung Facebook friends. Kasi pagka sa friends niyo, nandun na yung trust. When you are going cold market, i-establish mo pa yung trust na yun eh. Diba? So, kailangan yung wall mo, okay siya.
With credibility.
Yan. Tapos, prepare sa wall niyo yung albums with
habits.
Prepare sa wall niyo yung albums ng resellers and buyers. Every time I do meet up, automatic yon. Alam ng mga nagpipick up or nag-meet up sa akin, may selfie kami lagi. Yun. Kasi that is credibility na din eh. When someone asks kung legit ka ba, di ka ba scammer, I will redirect them with the album na agad of my picture with my reseller or my buyer holding the 80/20 rupees. So yun. And then yung mga proof of transactions ninyo, when you're aiming for cold market, important kasi yun eh. Yung mga LBC slip, yung syempre cover na lang yung mga important na dapat hindi pinapakita. Yun. So, tips is do not reply to all. So, that post, yung mga nag-reply ng comment na yun, 1 hour lang yun. Lahat. Tapos, gano'n na kadami yung comments. So, expect that na kapag mga 100 to 200,000 members yung nasa groups. Yun. So, do not reply to all. Huwag kayong mataranta. Kasi, once you start replying to everyone, hindi nyo na maa-assist lahat. So, it will go to waste. Diba? Pag hindi ka nakakapag-reply sa kanila, they will quit na. Kasi bakit hindi sila na-assist, hindi nasasagot yung questions. So, I recommend that you filter first those who have 1,000 plus friends. We are not judging here, guys, ha? We are filtering kasi, syempre, kung sino yung mga merong 1,000 plus friends, sila yung mas mabilis na makakabenta. Pero, babalikan natin ulit yung mga hindi natin naniligan. So, inuuna ko lang bali yung 1,000 plus friends. So, I go to their profile wall before I reply to the how. And then I check if they have 1,000 plus friends. If naka-private yung friends, you can check the engagement. Yung mga likes and comments per post, scroll down the profile wall. Yun. Tapos, kailangan 20 to 30 plus. And prioritize yun. Tapos, reply and assist 5 persons only or as much as you can handle. So, when I start replying to all those house and meron lang nag-reply sa akin na 5 persons, I focus on those 5 persons. And then I stop replying. I save the post and I go back kapag free na ako ulit. Remember, you have to make sure that you're able to assist everyone. Okay, so this is a sample of what I reply to them. So how po yan? Hi, and then the name. Kung ano yung name niya sa Facebook. Thanks for your interest. I'm looking for friends to help me promote my whitening toothpaste on their personal Facebook wall. Kasi yung iba, di ba bawal kasi mag-post sa Facebook groups? So I put personal Facebook wall.
Specific agad.
Yeah, specific. Kasi para hindi sila mag-post sa groups. And in return, they get 100 per order. Easy way lang to make income on Facebook. I am earning well and have existing resellers all over the Philippines. And then the price, 380, 280 reseller, and then 100 income per trade. I have the photo and caption ready, would you like to post? And then nag-reply siya, okay, sige, I'll try. Tapos, immediately, I sent the picture na, and then the caption.
That's your team?
No.
My downline.
So, before I used 16s, pero sis really sent me.
Iba naman.
Yeah, kasi ang dami na. Yeah, so, and then I sent the caption, and then after the caption, please make sure that your post settings are set to public so me and my team can like and comment on your post so you can attract more buyers. Thank you. And then I sent them, kasi not everyone understood again, so may graphics na public.
How'd you make that? The box?
Screenshot and then the text.
Draw. Yeah.
Draw.
Yeah. Let me know once posted na po. Tapos yan, magko-comment, mag-reply, I already posted the pics. Yan. Pupunta kayo na ako dun sa profile wall nila to check if I can comment. Also pala guys, another tip, do not accept friend requests while you are recruiting.
Yes.
No, do not accept. Do not accept friend requests while you are recruiting.
Why?
Because if friends na kayo, you hassle kasi hindi mo ma-check
Are why you can't share?
If it's public or not.
That's why hindi ako masyadong nag-a-ask if open or hindi. Kasi hindi na kami friends to begin with. I only add them once na
Yes,
na-check na, na-post na nila.
So smart.
That's right.
So smart.
Very detailed.
Like and share. Like and share lang yung post niya. So I screenshot her post and yung name niya. Sis, like and share lang po. Please fix settings. And then I send them the
Back settings.
And then I also tell them, let me know pag okay na. Kasi minsan yung iba, okay na pala.
So, iba nag-post.
Okay na yung first fix with the caption. Okay na po. Yes, wait po, pa-support ko lang. So, kasi minsan yung iba dire-diretso, paano ko makukuha? Ang dami ng tanong. So, wait lang. Magpapasupport ako sa chat group. So, go to the chat support where you're added. And then, send na yung link nung post niya. Yun. And then, palike na lang po lahat ng mag-comment, please. Tapos, here's more details about the toothpaste in case someone inquires. Yun. So, yung details ng toothpaste. And then, I sign them up agad na. On the first, pa lang.
Yep.
So, ayun.
Kaya pala top sponsor.
Tapos, ayun na yung question. Legit po ba to? Opo, sis. Free naman po siya, sis. Ba't naman po magiging scam? Tapos, smiley face. Take advantage of the emojis. Kasi minsan, syempre pag binabasa mo lang, hindi nila, minsan feeling nila, sinusungitan or naiinis ka. Kaya, take advantage of the emojis. Laging may smiley face dapat. Yan. Sensya na po. Ang dami kasi nalipa ng scam. Nag-iingat lang po. No problem, sis. I understand po. Tapos yun na, you can check my profile. I have an album of my resellers and proof of transactions. Itago po kayo. I have a page din po. Mas updated. Please search po and make me page. Pero kapag nag-i-start pa lang kayo, please don't muna. Don't make a page. I made the page nung executive na ako. Nung nag-start pa lang, focus on your wall, add friends, recruit.
Why do you not recommend it? It's hard work, no?
Yes, it's hard work. Even the VIP, I only made one once nung nag-executive na.
It's a lot.
Kasi when you're a distributor, okay pa yan eh. So, wall muna kayo magpo-post ng mga product ads, gano'n. So, mukha naman pong katiwa-tiwala kayo. Thanks po! Hehe. Add ko din po pala kayo sa... Ayan, so in-add ko na siya sa mga training groups ko. Bali tatlo. Training, help desk, product group. Tapos, dun ko na lang siya in-add. Before I add her sa groups. Kasi hindi mo siya ma-add nang hindi kayo friends. So, pa-accept na lang po ng friend request. Ma'am, pwede rin po ba akong gumamit ng... Ayan, yun na yun. Proof of transactions, ito yung sample ko. So, I keep an album of this. And then, nag-a-add lang ako ng photos once in a while. And then, ito yung album ng mga brand ambassadors ko. So, naka-public, kailangan naka-public siya sa profile wall nyo. So, even though I don't post a lot ng mga resellers or brand ambassadors ko sa wall ko, puro lifestyle na lang, at least meron pa rin akong kung saan to sila i-redirect kapag nag-ask sila.
That's an album on your group page.
On my wall.
On her profile.
On my profile.
On her profile.
Yes. Naka-public. To show them that these are the people who are selling with me. These are my resellers. Ayan, tapos yung mga products, syempre kailangan kasama. Ito, pati si Sander kasama na. Minsan sa bahay, pipick up, ganyan. Tapos or sa office. Ito, dalawa kasama pa yung anak niya, full-time mom. Yun. So, yun lang. Any question? I forgot to add pala. When you reply dun sa Facebook groups, pag wala pa rin nag-reply sa inyo, kahit let's say mga 100 plus na yung na-replyan nyo, stop muna. Don't do it all in one sitting. Kasi mafe-Facebook jail kayo. So, even dun sa pag-post ng ads, pag nagpo-post kayo ng ads sa groups, Kasi this sample kasi, di ba, one group lang yung join natin. So minsan nagmamadali ka, gusto mong mag-join lahat kasi hindi pa na-approve ng admin. So 20 to 30 groups, conservatively.
Who taught you that? Vicky? Or you were already?
Nasa groups na rin siya. Di ba I saw you sa groups?
Yeah.
My background kasi guys, I'm a professional aesthetic nurse and I'm also a branch manager before. The HR also dun sa clinic namin. So, I've been posting in groups na even before I started New Skin. Kasi, dun kami kumukuha ng mga staff. Ripot kasi ayaw mag-hire
Smart.
ng ano. Kasi di ba may iba na magbabayad ka pa ng fees and all. So, kami, we post talaga sa groups. Dun kami kumukuha ng mga
more
network.
Yep.
Realistically, right? The numbers that you do in a day. How many people do you PM in a day?
I don't count how many people I PM. I count how many replies to
Right.
the PM.
Okay.
So, usually, kapag conservatively, 5 new resellers or 5 signed-up distributors in a day. Pero pag medyo alanganin yung goal ko, I need points, I go beyond 10 or 15.
Okay, now, for every person that, let's say, posts, how many actually get sales?
For those, siguro mga sa 10, mga 5.
5. Okay, so 10 will post, 5 or 6 will get sales. For 10 to post, how many sing zones or rejections do you get?
A lot. Dun pa lang sa, sa pag-send mo nito.
I changed this slide.
Dun pa lang sa pag-send mo ng, hi, thanks for your interest, ganun. Yung iba sin-zoned na agad when they see na selling. So, expect that. Sometimes, when nakita ko na, di ba makikita mo naman pag na-seen na niya, sometimes I ask, are you interested? Kaya, gusto mo try, ganun.
What did you say last week? Just reply, yes. You answer for them. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yes, question. Tapos, yes na rin siya.
Yes. So,
Sometimes
And I
even
think-
if they just reply, okay, but sometimes I ask, what do you mean?
Yes,
do you mean
me too.
okay?
Yes.
Shall we proceed?
I ask,
I
is that a
ask.
yes? Kasi, ganun.
Kasi
Kasi
you
like
start
na.
I think one of the biggest tips that Vicky told, when you post the ad, you have to click save. But Jason?
Yes.
I have to say it so you go back to it.
Or
Or you can
ask.
search your name dun sa group. Your name sa Facebook.
Okay, are you gonna teach us Gcash?
Do you have any questions pa dun sa ano?
Yeah, can you do everything for me? It's hard.
Yes pa.
It's a lot of work. God, it's a lot of work.
Halimbawa, sa Facebook group, maraming nag-reply. And then sabi mo, just focus on the file. And then, you go back again dun sa mga nagtanong, nag-inquire, tapos you do it all over. Ganun na, nasa 1,000.
Yes.
So, hindi sila nawawala ng interest. So, how soon ka dapat bumalik sa kanila?
Actually, as soon as you can. Kasi the faster that you reply to them, mas mabilis mo din. Kasi sometimes yung iba hindi ganun ka-active sa Facebook. So even when you reply, matagal bago nila makita. Sometimes it takes months. Yun. So, at saka yun pa pala, when you reply, always comment dun sa comment nila. Kasi di ba nasa, kung hindi kayo friends, pupunta sa filtered messages yung message mo sa kanya. So, para dalawa yung alert na may nag-comment dun sa comment niya and then may nag-message sa kanya.
Like that.
Siguro in in addition to what you were asking, kasi ako what I do, sa dami niyan, I still reply, hi, thank you for your interest. Then I'll wait for them. Yung mga nagre-reply, dun ako nagpo-focus. And then I go back, oh, are you still interested? Kasi parang sorry, or minsan I say, sorry, I've been very busy. I'm teaching a lot of people kahit kanina. So are you still interested? Should I list you in the program or should I? Ganun, binabalikan ko sila. And that's the time they parang, ay, oo nga pala, I also like about that. I am interested. So how do you do it? So ganun, you do the follow-up pa rin. I do it within the day at least.
Yes.
or para since I'm part-time, the whole day of Saturday and Sunday, para pagdating ng weekdays, doon na sila nagre-replyan, doon ko na sila kinakausap. Konti na lang sila. So yun, ganun yung nangyayari.
Depends kasi on how much inquiries you can handle.
Yes.
Kasi, yun, if you're full-time, then you can reply to all. It takes about a day answering and assisting everyone. But if you're working part-time, focus na lang muna. And then kung bumagal yung reply ng 5, or natapos ka na doon sa 5, yes, I end the message there. Bali, after I sign them up, I stop there. Kasi don't overwhelm people. Kasi sometimes that's why they quit. So in a day, I only tell them how they get the product. Kung sa walk-in center, sa office, how the shipping, how the mode of
The
payments.
posture ka din, ibig sabihin. What would be your next follow-up with them?
Usually, if morning sila nag-post, evening, I ask, "Hi, how was our post? Did someone inquire? Order ba?" Yun. If
Hindi
naman,
agad-agad.
Huh?
Hindi ka agad-agad.
Hindi po agad. Unless, magtanong sila ng magtanong. So, doon ako didiretso kasi it means na clear naman sa kanila yung napag-usapan before. Pero, usually yon I stop here after the sign up.
A big mistake for those of us who have been in the business for a while is when they sell, we try to bring them into the business right away. Just let them sell. Again, reseller muna. Just let them earn. And then once they've earned, ask them, do you want to earn more, like 20 to 30,000? They'll say how. Then just let them go frontline. Okay? Let them go
When
frontline.
is the perfect time? Kapag naka-30 tubes na sila.
What's the perfect time? Yeah.
Actually, I ask them usually after their first batch.
After the first batch.
Kasi there are some people hindi nila strength yung selling eh. So more on people person sila. So ang strength nila is building. So mas okay na introduce na as soon as the first batch. Yun. Tapos
And then this is where, if they're, I said, would you like to earn more? I said, what's it all about? Then I said, let me add you to the community page so you can see what we're doing. And then that's when I add them, and then they see all the resellers, no, in the community page. That's how I use the community page to reinforce. And you use yours. That's okay. I'm not hurt.
No, I add leaders sa community page
Yeah.
for the ratings. Kasi I want to keep track of everyone.
The community page kasi is my
Yes.
my page. So that's why I added there.
I add leaders dun sa SME community. Tapos dito pala guys, when they ask, para saan po yung team?
Kasi money na yung pina-order.
Yan kasi yung madalas eh. I tell them, kasi to prevent lang multiple accounts. Yun. Kasi bawal kasi sa company madaming account na mag-create. Parang reference lang. Hindi ka matatax or hindi ka magbabayad ng kahit ano for reference. Kasi di ba ang team number natin, isa lang yan. Even if you lose your team number, pagpunta mo ng BIR, yun pa rin yung ibibigay sa'yo. So for reference lang, I explain to them. And then pag tinanong nila, paano pag wala pong team? Okay lang, leave it blank na lang. Ganun.
Do you tell them right away that you're signing them up or you're just giving a file?
It says here,
File only lang.
following, kindly fill out the following for a free account. Yun.
But
So,
again, you always ask permission. Like I asked them, would you like a free account? You can get a receipt in your name. Parang ganun. I'll say, listen, you have orders. Would you like to sign up for a free account? So when I buy the products, you have a receipt in your name. And they should.
Tapos after I sign them up, I send them agad na here's your login details and then here's your ID number. You can buy now with no minimum orders and then no fees or no charges. You can go directly na dun sa office.
I think an important thing to note here is to have a conversation. Do not shotgun all the information.
Yes.
Say one thing and then be patient. Wait for the reply. And then say another thing. And don't do what I did, which is try and get everyone, put them in a chat group.
Yes.
Oh man.
What did you do?
I was trying to reply to everyone at the same time. Hindi ko magawa. So I put everyone in the chat group. Why are you laughing at me?
I'm so sorry, Rob.
I'm such an amateur, I swear.
So what happened?
What happened?
One person said, I'm not interested, and left, and everybody left.
That's why I'm not
Application.
And then, Vicky said, Rob, add me so I can see, so I added Vicky. Yeah, nandiyan na si Vicky, and then Vicky left. We said! She left. Vicky left. Sorry. Anyway, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. You know when I learned this, then I realized, because you look at, I mean, if you have 5,000 friends, that's a lot. But if you don't even get that, then you go to one group with like 250,000 members. And then, you know, I have new recruits who I would never have found, right? I would never have invited them. I would have never have presented. You know, and now I have a new qualifier, and just from that one post, right? Although I was hoo-hoo-hoo the whole day, at least I got one guy, right? And I neglected all, I neglected it. 100, whatever. Yeah, but how many comments did you get? 100! In how long? The whole day. Oh, normally I get that in like 30 minutes.
Guys, for the apps pala, kung medyo techy kayo, download yung Kika app.
Kika.
It will help you with replying sa inquiries. For Android, Kika
What
app.
is Kika? How do you spell that?
K-I-K. Kika emoji.
What you, okay,
For Android. Wala siya sa online.
this is what you have to prepare. You have to prepare this reply. Okay? You have to prepare the picture and the post. And all the stuff that you say regularly. I don't use Kika. Once I say something once, I send it to myself on Messenger. Then I just keep sending it. I'll send this. I'll send this. Can I post this later? Okay, now.
You're so bad.
I'll send it to you. Okay, now going back to Anna. Again, these are the Wonder Twins of Vicky, right? Anna and Jiselle, the Wonder Twins. What level? How's your life leveled up since you started doing this? No, I mean, don't cry, but this is clean. No, but just not saying, but look, in the toothpaste business, we all do three things. We only do three things. We sell the toothpaste, we get people to sell the toothpaste, and we understand the compensation plan. That's it, three things. But depending on how big a group you build, if it's just you, reseller. If it's you and a few people, you're starting to build a team. If it's you and 30 or more, then you're an executive. And then if other people copy you, then you're leveling up, right? So how many executives do you have in your team now?
2 frontlines and 1 under.
And that's enough to change your life. Okay? Sometimes we think as an executive, or to change our life, we need 100. But I got 3 executives, but your life is dramatic. Oh, I'm sorry. Your life is dramatically different, right?
Yes.
Can you just give us a little idea how your life has in terms of like your vacation?
When I was starting out kasi, from a 3,000 salary of a branch manager. So, 30,000 pa lang. Sorry. With 30,000. 30,000.
Slave labor.
From a 30,000 salary. So, biglang wala. And I was forced because I have to take care of my son. So, the bills, syempre nag-accumulate. Kasi ang laki nung nawala when I stopped. So, nag-accumulate siya. So, when Coach asked me that question, every time na tinatanong niya sa akin yun na ano. Kasi, we were in debt dun sa credit card bills.
Ouch.
Sa dami ng credit card bills. So, yung loan doon, uso din sa akin yan, pero sa credit card ko siya ina-apply. Yun. So, when I started as executive, my goal was just to get that 30,000 a month. Doon lang. Yun lang yung focus ko. Hindi ko iniintindi yung lahat ng lyrics. Basta yun lang, 30,000. And then when I got to executive, that's when I asked Coach, how do I earn more?
Yeah.
Yun. So, if you're just starting out, just focus on how to become an executive. So, the vacation, sobrang fulfilling. Naglaon yun kami. Kami lang ng mag-ama ko yun. So, nasundan na yung Tagaytay. May budget na. And then, Sander is going to school na this school year. So, may nakatabi ng tuition. I don't have to pay installment.
Yeah. When it's, how much is the tuition? Here. Nice. No, here.
When you buy gadgets, like laptop, how much is it? Here. Hindi kasi, guess yung credit card ko before. So that's what changed. So I don't have to worry monthly how much I will pay for the credit card bills.
Yeah.
Kasi
Those interest payments, man, that's expensive.
Yes.
Credit cards really expensive.
One salary lang yun. One salary.
Yes.
Four kids. But even that, right? Literally, it's her as an executive, 2 frontline and 1 below.
Yes.
Right? That's it. And it's a really good income. Really good income. Because you guys aren't maintaining 3,000, no?
3,000.
Well, circle volume.
Yeah.
Did you see the reaction? 3,000.
It's
Baba.
not 3,000. Hindi kasi I train my qualifying executives. Doon pa lang as qualifying executive, you hit 3,000 na. Para pag nag-executive ka.
What's it like? What are the volumes like? No, you can look. We're all friends, except for Joanne. She's competition. No, so what do your executives?
Average.
5,000 USD as of now. She has qualifying executives under her.
Yeah.
So si Lee po yung ko.
Okay. Thank you. Gcash later on. Thank you. Proud mommy. Now the second Wonder Twin. Why Wonder Twin? Because you guys signed up at the same time, right?
Yes, the same one.
The same month.
Yes.
Jiselle, come on. Let's hear from Jiselle now. Again, these two have amazing volumes always, and I wanted them to teach us how they do it. And I really wish I learned that because I made so many mistakes. Okay, now again, Jiselle signed up.
June 28, pero active ako July 1.
So it started July 1, and you became an executive in
November
July, August, September, 5 months.
Twins.
Same. Wonder twins, really. Okay, and what's your profession? Candy? What's your profession?
1.
What do you do? Your work?
Credit and collections.
Wow, okay. Are you still working?
Yes.
Are you still going to be working? Yes?
Yes.
Oh, what? I thought you were going full-time already. Soon?
Soon.
Soon, okay. Going full-time. And why are you going full-time?
Actually kasi yung salary is
Smaller.
small. Ang liit talaga as in. Sabi nga ni Abby ko magkano yung commission mo? Tapos sinabi ko, kasi sabi niya,
No, tell us. It's not on camera.
ano,
No, shh, wait. Go closer to the mic.
sabi ko kasi 117,000. Wow! Magkano yung sahod mo? 5,000.
What? Serious? 5,000 a week?
Hindi, net po yun. Sabi niya,
5,000 a month?
sabi no, 5,000 is quincenas yun. So, in 1 month is
Okay.
10.
Which, every 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Every 2 weeks. So 10,000. So you earn 11 months salary in 1 month. Let him have the candy. You can afford it now. You can have the candy, right? Okay. You gave me the slides. I'm a little late. I'll try and show what she sent me. No. I'll do my best, Jiselle. So can you tell us how you also built? Hang on.
Actually, same tips din kay Ann. Kasi, yun din yung turo ni Miss Billy sa amin na. As in, pareho lang talaga kung ano yung format. sinusundan lang din namin. And then kung ano yung tinuro namin, kung ano yung tinuro sa amin, yun din yung ipapasa namin sa mga reseller namin, sa mga distributor namin. As in, pareho lang na. Hindi ko nga alam kung ano. Yung diniscuss ni Ann kanina, yun na rin.
Why do you differently?
Ano lang, in her
Ikaw, ano yung, kumbaga parang, what do you do differently? Okay, ano yung ginagawa mo na hindi ginagawa natin?
strategy.
Ano na lang, siguro yung tip ko na lang, dun sa pag-assist ng mga reseller, kasi may reseller na parang atat nang makakuha ng mga reseller din. Bali, ang turo kasi sa akin ni Ma'am Vicky dati, gumagawa siya ng trio chat. Kasi dati,
Group chat.
Group chat.
oo, group chat, bali andun ako, andun siya, and then andun yung interested. Bali tatlo kami. Ayun, sinusundan ko lang siya, pero ang talagang gumagawa si Miss Vicky. Siya talaga, kasi ang mahirap kasi pagsabayin, kasi may work, tapos limited lang yung time ko talaga. Kaya kapag may may nag-ask ng inquiry na how, yan, try chat ka.
Jiselle, you can. Okay, so this is her caption. So this is what you used to recruit. Join my team for free. Caption number 2.
Short and catchy lang. Short lang.
Okay.
And then may post ako August pa. Sinerch ko lang sa kasi wala akong nakasave na link. Yan yung post ko. And then yan yung pics. Actually yung mga pics na sa SME getting started na. Provided na lahat.
Wala no complications.
So this is what people always ask, no, how?
Opo.
How? Paano? How?
Ganun yung pag-reply kaya para ma-boost pa. Parang ganun.
So you put this in groups,
Opo, sa homepage.
home base.
Homepage niya.
How many comments, how many hows do you get on a post?
Madami po.
Like ilan? 10, 20?
Mga 100 plus.
How do you choose who to reply to?
Actually, same. Nag-go ako sa profile nila and then sine-check ko kung 400 awag na.
Seriously, 400? You already say no?
Hindi ko, dead man na siya sa akin.
She's saying if a person only has 400 friends, she doesn't
And then
reply.
kapag yung profile
What's the
niya,
minimum? 1,000?
Yes, po. And then kapag yung profile niya, mga pusa, dead man ko talaga.
What if you see that they're selling other products?
Sabi,
Ito po ganito, you accept like that?
nag-comment nga minsan, nagja-jack and boy na daw ako. Parang pinipili ko, sabi nagja-jack and boy naman yung nag-post, sabi.
Because you really choose, no?
Pag mukhang killer din yan.
You prefer women though, women.
Pag mga pag chinecheck ko kasi yung profile niya kapag active siya, and then kapag nagsisell ng iba, ayun, pinupush ko siya kasi talagang magaling siya.
May skills
May
na.
skills sila sa selling.
You like people who are already selling.
Opo.
Okay. You know what I like when I see a mom with a kid. That's my favorite. When I see a mom with a kid, that I like. Okay, what do you want to tell us about this?
Sa post, doon sa mga FB groups, kasi ang hirap, na-try ko kasi mag-post ng 15 to 20 groups in one day. Sabog ang message request, as in sabog ang notif.
One group a day.
Siguro 5.
5 groups in a day.
Opo, kasi hindi naman magko-comment yung iba. Kaya usually, 5 groups. Sinasabi ko nga sa mga qualified executives ko, 5 groups lang, huwag kang mag-ano kasi maraming masasayang na magko-comment, hindi mo siya ma-reply. Kaya 5 lang.
But did you try Warm Market? Because all I know is Warm Market, right? So this was really new to me. I just do Warm Market.
Sa warm wala po, warm market. More on cold. Pero ito sila, Maricor, sis Faye, kababayan ng asawa ko. Pero yung apply nila, taga-Tugigaraw, pero hindi ko siya warm. Sa FB lang.
Do you find it important to recruit in your area? Or no?
No.
Even in provincial? What do you say, I want one toothpaste? What do you do?
Nire-refer ko na lang sila sa distributor ko sa ticket.
So you need to have a reseller. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Ayun, sila si Sis Maricor and Sis Faye, mga qualifying executive ng ticket.
But again, so her income was 100,000, but you're an executive. And how many executives do you have in your team?
One.
See, it doesn't take much to change your life. It's true. I'm an one and one. Gold executive. Normally, with incomes like that, you expect 30 executives, right?
Si Miss Kathleen. Actually, si Miss Kathleen, yung executive under my team level, level 3.
Pero nag-lola?
Hindi.
Lola.
Okay. Bali siya kasi, sa first parties na kasi is 30. Doon ako parang, doon ko ina-assist yung mga tao na kapag naka-30 jobs in one post, talagang magaling siya. Sabi ko. Tapos yung second parties niya, 250 points dun sa personal PV niya. Hala, hindi dapat ganyan. Sabi ko, ayun, tinutukan ko siya hanggang sa inassist ko lahat. Lahat ng reseller niya dumaan sa akin. Ako lahat ng nag-train. Kasi,
How many resellers does she have?
actually, marami kasi mga estudyante.
Students.
At saka mga teachers din po. Din po siya. Din siya na.
Guys, my recommendation, do not teach the voucher, the e-voucher.
Hindi ko na siya pinag-
No, it creates more problems than anything. Just don't talk about it. Don't talk about that e-voucher.
But nakapag-extend email when you sign up.
If they qualify, good. But let's say they came in and you told them about it, like what happened to your guy, and then he bought 2, then he was disqualified. Then it's a problem now. Because he only bought 2 because the company was out of stock. Like, well, it's not my fault, you were out of stock, I was going to buy, then it becomes a problem. If they qualify, good, but if they don't bring it up. Don't bring it up.
But they receive the email
Oh, but they
when they
receive
sign
email from the
up.
company.
The company sends them the email
Sends email.
about the voucher.
If they qualify, if they don't.
No, regardless of what.
Really? Oh, let's fix that. Let's fix that. What is your goal now? Giselle?
Sa go start start.
Okay, so as an executive, you qualify for the Gold Star Camp. The Gold Star Camp, last one was in the Peninsula. What's the one now? Peninsula. How do you qualify for the Gold Star Camp?
3,000 points in 3 consecutive.
3 consecutive months. Okay, the company has so many bonuses now. Okay, guys, any questions for Jiselle? Kathy? Okay, I know you can PM her. I mean, these two have really, really strong high volume. So, when are you going full time?
But she's already earning a lot. I think
Huh?
she's already.
Okay, question. If your salary is 10,000 and you're earning 100,000, why are you working?
Ang hirap mag-decide.
That's okay. That's okay. You don't actually, guys, people always ask me, when should I go full time? When you feel like it's time. The reason why Miriam went full time was because her team needs her. Oh, Miriam is until the end of the month. She resigned, but they wouldn't let her go. But you resign when your team needs. If you can do both, right? Why not? But when your team needs you now, and then you feel like you're neglecting your business, that's when you let go of your job. That's when I let go of my job. Proud mama? Last message of inspiration, Jiselle. Last message of inspiration.
Focus lang and dapat consistent ka. Kung ano yung ginagawa mo, ituloy mo lang. Kung ano yung dream mo, makukuha mo yun, wag ka lang mag-quit. Wag kang mag-quit.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Jiselle. Okay, guys, we won't do the Gcash anymore, but guys, Gcash will be formalized this month. Let me go back to the beginning. Okay, let me go back to the beginning. One thing I want you to understand is that your level in the business will be equal to your level in life. Okay? Let me say that again. Your level in the business is equal to your level in life. Reseller, executive, okay? Executive with level 1 executives. Executive with level 1 and level 2. And if you have, this is 30 executives. This is about 65 executives, right? This is 65 to 130 executives. People can do this in 6 months, right? What do you have to master now? 3 skills. Sell. It starts with the toothpaste, but eventually you learn the other products. Recruit. How do you recruit? Cold market, warm market. Start with the warm market first. And then understand the compensation plan. Right? Imagine, so a year ago, what, 8 months ago? 9 months? And how many months ago? 9 months? 8 months ago you were here, now you are here. Okay? If you keep on going, very soon you're going to be here. This is a very nice life. We can actually control our circumstance in this world. And I highly, highly recommend live your life as a person who has a lot of money. Okay? It's a better life. You only get one chance. Right? Okay, now let me just go to the end here. Let me just skip through this. Let me introduce you to the team. Okay, boom, boom, boom. 16. I'm so envious of this girl because she's living the life I wanted to live. Okay? And just like Newskin wasn't around when I was her age. She started the business at 20. Okay? Started the business at 20. Her goal for this year is to hit her 100 executives within the year. Okay? So that's making 750 to $1 million a month. She's 26 years old. 26. So this is her working, doing all the groups and all that. Okay? And what does she do? Sell toothpaste, sell deodorant, just like the rest of us. Okay? This is her new car. Nice, no? Altis, very, very nice. And she bought it at the right time. She bought it when she had the money. Buy it. Okay? She gets to travel the world. Because of all the incentives of New Skin, she gets to now travel the world. And you know how fun it is to travel when you're young? It's really nicer to travel when you are young. Okay? So she's getting to see the world. Fantastic. So imagine at 26, imagine this. Imagine at 26 or 27, you're earning $1 million a month. Okay? If you're earning that, can you spend that every month? No. How much do you really need to spend every month? Maybe 200, 300 if you have a family. 200,000 or 300,000 a month, right? What do you do with the 700? You invest, okay? What do you invest in? Okay, what's a good investment? A condo. How much is a condo in Rockwell? 25 million, okay? So let's say, calculators, please. Calculate. I want you to think about this. With Michiko and myself and the rest who are already at the higher levels, what do we do with all the extra money? Okay, one condo in Rockwell is about 25 million. I don't know what it is now, but let's just say 25. Okay, 25 divided by 700,000. 35.7 divided by 12. So in 3 years, you own a luxury condo. Okay? That's if you're buying it yourself. So this luxury condo, how much does it rent out in Rockwell? It's about 200,000 a month. No? Right?
I'm not sure.
And I forgot already. but let's say it's about 200,000 a month to rent a 3-bedroom, 25 million peso condo. Okay? So let's say,
SMD zero.
no, you just put out, with the extra money, you buy the down payment. You put out the down payment, and then you let the rent pay for the monthly amortization, okay? So with all the extra money, I want you guys to think, this is like Nathan Rich, but Nathan Rich owns buildings, okay? But with the extra money that you make from selling toothpaste, you now invest. So let's say you get 2 condos, okay, which is 50 million, right? You put the down payment, it pays off in 5 years, and then that'll give you cash flow of 400,000 a month. And you have assets worth 50, 60 million. And then it continues to appreciate. Maybe it's not Rockwell, maybe it's somewhere else, right? The one thing I really appreciate in the business is it allowed me to invest. And the money I made investing, my assets really appreciated. Okay? Right place, right time. Be smart with the money. Do not put it in high interest schemes. Okay? Be very careful when you have all of this extra money. So 16, her level in life, from being an employee when I met her who was earning 9,000 a month, her paycheck last month, without blocks was 250,000. Okay? And she'll be at $500,000 pretty soon. So she's now at the level where she can start investing in properties. When you invest in properties, you get rent, which is more passive income. So by the time she's 30, not only is her new skin business paying her a fortune, she will have a fortune in real estate assets, which is giving her cash flow every month. Okay? So when you get to the higher levels, so first there's just a level where you take care of yourself, right? And then there's the level in life where you take care of your family very well. But after that, seriously, you only need about 250,000, 300,000 a month to take care of your family very well. After that, every 100,000 above that, you can invest. Okay? And if you have 2 condos in Rockwell, that'll give you cash flow of 400,000 a month. Now, I talked to my upline, Paul Cook. Okay? I talked to my upline, Paul Cook. This is me, $1 million. My upline, Paul Cook, $5 million. Okay, his monthly paycheck is 3 or 4 million pesos a month. Okay? And he's bought a lot of homes. When he was here, he was so kawawa because he was in a rented condo and, you know, but then he became Blue Diamond and Team Elite and then $1 million and now $5 million. So now they're building their real estate empire. Okay? Above Paul and Cook, Steve and Luella, $10 million. Their monthly income is more like $5 million, $6 million a month. That's a huge amount. Okay? I don't know what they're investing in. He doesn't tell me. Then we have Sean Brady, who's now at 20 million. That is 1 billion pesos. More or less, I assume. And John McClellan, 20 million. And above that, Nathan Ricks, 50 million. Probably more. So Nathan Ricks has, instead of homes, he's got buildings. Buildings.
And an airplane.
Yeah, and an airplane. I know Sean has like maybe 200 homes that he owns, right? Because again, so I'll tell you, this is with Steve, right? Steve. So Steve's told me, Rob, my first job was to teach you the business. His passion now, with his wife, Luella, is to travel the world. Okay? They just travel the world. They have no kids. So all they do is travel around the world.
Cats.
Huh?
They have cats.
They have cats. So they have no kids. So I remember we were in Singapore, right? We were in Singapore in the Singapore convention. And then, of course, where do I go to buy my food? Food court. Okay? I go to the food court, I get my little styrofoam with my little laksa or whatever, my little fried rice. And then they go, Rob, come with us to dinner. I go, okay. I was bringing my little styrofoam food, which I was going to eat at home. And then we went to the Marina Bay Sands. And then they started to order. I go, I'm not really hungry. And then they ordered, said, oh my God, this food. The meal probably cost maybe 12,000 or 15,000 pesos for the 3 of us, right? And my God, the food was incredible. And they stayed in Marina Bay Sands like it was, you know, nothing. But I was there with my little styrofoam food. And it just shows the difference in life. And they're just doing the same thing, but where I have how many number of executives I have, they have several thousand. Okay? So several thousand times 750. But your level in the business equals your level in life. But it all starts out with sell, develop a team of resellers, right? And just be a strong executive. Just get to executive first. Because you cannot teach other people how to be a strong executive if you're not a strong executive. So understand this. What is an executive business? An executive business is where you maintain 3,000 points or more. How do you maintain 3,000 points or more? Have a lot of people selling and maybe getting level 1 resellers. How do you do that? You sell first, and then on your wall, ask people who else wants to make money, or go cold market what these guys did. I highly recommend, do not go cold market until you go warm. Because me, I'm very experienced and I was crying. I was crying. So go warm first. Go warm first. And it was really, oh man, it was an experience. And it's very painful on the fingers, right? It's very painful on the fingers. So warm market first, because you will have enough on your warm market. Okay, and you know, if you're lucky, then you'll be able to achieve the highest level in life, where you not only take care of yourself, but your family, and you just live this huge, incredible life like Michiko Graf.
Yeah.
The highest level in life that you can live in. Michiko, could you just say hi to my guys so that we know that you're real? Michiko Graf is a $20 million achiever. Okay, Team Elite? No, Blue Diamond? Blue Diamond, and one of the most beautiful people I know on the planet, Michiko Graf. Can you just So Michiko is the level I want to strive to achieve.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Riel. And just for your information, I have maybe less than 80 friends on Facebook.
What? Oh, where's Jiselle? You would have rejected her. You would have rejected her.
So we can boost you.
I will add you now.
I was like, what?
400, she would have rejected you.
Okay, you know, each time I attend the seminar, I must listen carefully. Oh my God, new skin business is now different. Different business. So, you know, when I started, it's very important to be looking good and give good impression to people.
Yeah.
And now you don't need.
No. They don't even take a bath. They don't take a bath.
You can do business, with the pajama.
Yeah.
Or naked. It's not really attracting, So, okay, so now it's different strategy. You just learn how to post, that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much sharing with us your strategy, but I didn't understand maybe 10%.
I'll teach you what you in Tagalog, right? In Tagalog.
Yeah, but it's okay. I'm not really, person to do, posting and stuff. I rather active in golf or dancing or shopping or meeting friends. So I asked my children. I have 2 children, son and a daughter. I told them to do the what on behalf of me.
No, that's okay. That's
I
okay.
told them to help me, online, and then they get commission. But anyway, you are very, very lucky to get no new skin business. Well, many of them already involved and successful, and I wish you invite people in this business and make so many people to make their life much better lifestyle. That's what our mission, I guess, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I have nothing to say.
Can I ask? I'm just going to ask you stuff that you've already shared, right? So you live in an apartment.
Yes.
In the fort, right? You bought the apartment with money you made from commissions from Houston, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And aside from that apartment, you have another home.
Yeah.
Where?
Switzerland and Japan.
Do you travel to those?
Yes, I do.
And when was the last time you worked in the business?
Last time?
Yeah, as in really did the business.
Not really. Last time I just attended in 2 weeks ago.
Right, so you practically retired 15 years ago?
Yes, I just worked 3 years only.
You only worked 3 years in the business?
Yes, since I started.
What year did you start?
1992.
So you worked from 1992 to 1995, 96.
Yes.
And you've been getting your paycheck every month since?
Yes.
For the rest of her life.
Growing.
It's growing. It's real. It's real. Wow. This is what I aspire to. What else can you share with us that would inspire us, but without being too personal, in terms of how big can the business grow? Or any tips on making the business grow really big?
Well, just, you should set up your goal much higher. If it's lower and your achievement is lower, so just dream. I'm a daydreamer or night dreamer. I always dream. Oh, how I wish I could do this or be like that. Then I set up my goal very high. Then you always drop yourself to get there, to reach there. So make yourself drive more. And always dream. Imagine that when you achieve your goal, when your dream come true, just imagine how beautiful you are and how happy you are with family and friends. Just imagination. That really helps.
I want to be you so badly. Hashtag how to be you, because it's an amazing business. She has an amazing life. And to know that you've created something that you will pass on to your children.
Yes.
Because when we are not here anymore, the business is still here. Did you teach them how to manage the business?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
And you said about investment.
Yes.
If you make enough money to invest, yes, that's a very good idea. But I don't need to pay down payment. You buy cash.
I'll just pay it in full.
Buy cash.
Yeah, 50 million. Yeah, hi. Wow.
I'm thinking too small. Cash. I gotta sell them. Guys, we're very lucky to have Michiko with us. If you Google the top 100 networkers in the world, Michiko, in all the companies in the entire planet, Michiko is one of the top 100 in the entire world. You helping me a lot and share, your happiness and everything. I really appreciate it. Okay, now I'm depressed though. Because my income is huge. I still have to pay down payments. Guys, if I were you, especially for the new ones, take pictures with Michiko to be, and then make it your goal. Because in life, do you know how I put here the levels in life and then 1 million? Michiko would be like, it's incredible, really incredible. And I look at her as my inspiration. Thank you for attending this morning. I hope you learned a lot. For those of you who are brand new, there's a little part that we need to fill you up in, just on how to sell the toothpaste. The person who invited you can introduce you. Bye. Thanks. Good morning, guys. Thank you.